Going to have a look at 2017 C4 question 1. So first part says write 12 cos theta plus 5 sin theta in the form of r cos theta minus alpha. So expand out the left hand side as normal, and remember the cos one goes to cos cos, and then you reverse this, so it's plus sine sine. Then equate your coefficients. So if the coefficient of cos is 12 equals r cos alpha, and do the same for the sine. So it's 5 equals r sine alpha. Equation 1, equation 2. Take equation 2, put it over equation 1. So r over r cancels, sine over cos is tan, 5 over 12. Then do your principal angle. So alpha is inverse tan 5 over 12, which is 22.62 degrees. Then do 1 squared plus 2 squared, just your standard. 12 squared plus 5 squared equals r squared, so r equals 13. So you can rewrite your initial expression. 12 cos theta plus 5 sin theta as r cos, let's copy from here, theta minus your alpha of 22.6. Now, part 2 of that question says the depth in the water is this. Now, if you look at the middle bit, that's your expression. So I'm going to write d plus, and I'm going to put in my r cos expression in here. So for part 2, I'm going to write d equals, and instead of putting in 12 plus cos t add 5 sine, I'm going to put in 13 cos. You just be careful, your thetas have changed to t's. So it's t minus 22.6, add 20. And the question wants the minimum depth of this. Now if you consider your cos graph, it goes from 1 down to minus 1, times it by 13, it goes from 13 down to minus 13. So the minimum depth, the minimum this can be is minus 13, but the add on your 20, giving you a minimum depth of 7. Now I also have to do question 7 from this paper. So if I scroll down to find question 7, so solve this expression between minus pi and pi. So sine x minus pi over 3 equals root 3 sine x. And I'm going from minus pi to pi. So first of all, I'm going to expand out the first bracket. So sine x cos pi over 3 minus cos x sine pi over 3 equals root 3 sine x. Cos pi over 3 is a half, so that's a half sine x. Sine pi over 3 is root 3 over 2. Cos x equals root 3 sine x. Times everything by 2 to go to these fractions. So it's sine x minus root 3 cos x equals root 3 sine x. Put all the sines on one side and the cos's on the other side. Just going to rearrange here. So I've got sine x minus root 3 sine x equals root 3 cos x. Factorize out your sine x. So it's 1 minus root 3 equals root 3 cos x. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to divide everything by cos x. So sine divided by cos is tan x, and cos divided by cos disappears. Bring this to the other side, so tan x is root 3 over 1 minus root 3. I'm going to find the principal angle now, so I'm going to do inverse tan root 3 1 minus root 3, which is 0.613. Using your cast diagram, 0 pi over 2 pi minus pi over 2 minus pi, tan. If you work this out, you want to check if that is positive or negative. So root 3 divided by 1 minus root 3 gives me a negative value. So tan is negative 2.366. So it's this quadrant and this quadrant. So x equals minus 0.613. And on this quadrant, it's going to be pi minus 0.613. So minus 0.613, and that works out to be 2.53.